You already know what time it is. It's Nintendo time.
Oh, we have our camera! Reggie Fils-Aimé!
Obi-Wan plays.
Yes, right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.
What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? We are live, ladies and gentlemen, and you have to what, Brielle?
Make sure like and slide.
Make sure to like and subscribe. We are live. We lit. Let's go. Curtis Dragon, I say your boy. What's up to everybody coming into the chat? The first thing you gotta do is give the stream a thumbs up. Y'all heard Brielle, ASAP, Hodis, Playtendo Box, Ant, Techie, Kibo, Ice Cream, Daniel, Jamal, Bradley. Let's go.
What about Elsa?
We live. We live. And we got some things to talk about. We got a lot of dope news to talk about. One epic stream. We will be giving away a Switch 2 console to a lucky subscriber. Make sure you're subscribed. It's going to be lit May 29th, a week before the console launches. We're doing the giveaway, and you want to join a dope gaming community. Links in the description. Let's get to the news. We got a lot of news to talk about, and I don't even have them in an order or anything. We're just gonna talk about it as it goes. So the first news item, this is the first one that I have on my tab, bro. The pre-order for the Switch has been it hasn't been smooth. It's been chaotic, to say the least. Unless you was like your boy and stood in line for 17 hours. You download 2K on the PS5. Lit, Chris. I still got mine on the PS5. I never deleted it, boy. I almost gonna say we could run tonight, but I don't know if I'll be on. We're gonna be on when that Switch 2 drops though. But the pre-order madness during the Switch, trying to get a Switch 2, it was crazy. Sites were crashing. People thought they had it, and then just to get another notification saying your pre-order was canceled, it was just a mess. Bro, my wife, no lie, put the Switch 2 in her cart, waited in line, then it finally said that she was like in queue or something. You know what popped up? A Switch OLED. A Switch 1 OLED. And she showed it to me too. She clicked on Switch 2 Mario Kart bundle. So it was just a mess. But GameStop was clutch for me, bro. GameStop was clutch for me. I had an enjoyable experience. Shout out to everybody coming into the stream. We're at 22 likes. 22 likes. I had a great experience. It was fun. We were talking about gaming. We were playing Super Smash Brothers in line. GameStop gave me a shout out. And then when the employees came, they were organized. They handed us our papers, what we wanted. We circled that Mario Kart bundle. We circled that Pro controller. Sorry, Brielle. We circled that camera. We circled the two amiibos, Riju, and Kimberly from Street Fighter 6 and Zelda. And then I went in line, the first one in line. Hey, somebody messaged me on Twitter, like they were commenting, they're like, on a serious note, your son skipped the line. Bruh, when you wait in line for 17 hours, and you're at the front of the line, I can put whoever I want at number 2. It was my line. to us, so just stay right there. You just don't go to the same register, so they don't stay with the same household. And we were good, bro. Marsha just subscribed. You're in the running for a Switch 2 console giveaway. And so I got my Switch 2. Caleb got his Switch 2. I got another Switch 2 today on Walmart. We're going to talk about that in a second. But not everyone had a pleasant GameStop experience. Lake Show, what's up, bro? Hope you've been good. Hope you've been great. Bro, it was reported that one specific GameStop in Astoria. What state is Astoria in? Somebody tell me. Astoria, Oregon? I don't know. No, there's an Astoria in Washington, D.C. There's even though D.C. isn't a state. There's an Astoria in Oregon. Anyways, there was one GameStop in Astoria that went rogue. What do I mean they went rogue? They just started making up their own rules. Bro, they were forcing people to buy bundles with their Switch 2. In other words, if you were in line, you couldn't just circle, I want a Mario Kart bundle. They were forcing you to buy accessories, pro controllers, all kinds of stuff. I saw a video where people were arguing, people were leaving. So it was crazy. But it got wind. GameStop got a wind of it, and they said that they are going to make it right for anyone who was in line that was forced to have to buy a bundle. GameStop said to reach out to them, and they are going to make it okay for you guys. GameStop is investigating complaints about an Astoria store pushing expensive Switch 2 pre-order bundles. Crazy. Customers reported being forced to buy bundles with accessories. GameStop's help account urged affected customers to reach out via DM for resolutions. And finally, Switch 2 pre-orders on GameStop's website sold out quickly after technical issues and crashes. Yeah, pre-orders sold out quick in every major retailer after a while. Now, there was a website that did get a second wave already, and we're going to talk about that soon. But I thought that was crazy, bro. But shout out to GameStop for making it clear that that wasn't the company's official policy. The GameStop's like, we only did that to PlayStation fans, not Nintendo fans. Hey, y'all remember during the PlayStation 5, GameStop was forcing y'all to buy bundles, bro. You could not just walk pre-order online. Online, when you try to get a PlayStation 5 during the launch, bro, you could try to get a $400, $500 PS5 if you want. GameStop was nope. You got to buy a Spider-Man with it. You got to buy a camera with it. You got to buy a second DualSense controller with it. It was crazy. Partially because the PS5s were in so much shorter supply. One thing that I've noticed, and shout out to Nintendo for doing this, Shintaro Furukawa, the global president, he was right. He said that we are going to do everything in our power. We're going to have ample supply. We're going to do anti-scalping. There are far more Switch 2 consoles being shipped to these stores than what happened during the PS5 launch. I could just tell by the numbers that people are telling me. Hey, ASAP, shout out to Walmart. Shout out to Ghetto Walmart. Shout out to Hood Walmart. Shout out to You See the Craziest Stuff at Walmart. Shout out to Walmart. Hey, we're at 33 likes. 7 people give the stream a thumbs up. Let's crush 40 likes, man. I need everybody to give the stream a thumbs up. We are lit. We got our Switch 2s. We ready for June 5th, man. It's going to be an agonizing month. We only have 1 month, man. May. We only have to make it through May. We make it through May. Home stretch for Switch 2 consoles, bro. So, I thought that was crazy. Shout out to Walmart. They made it right. I mean, not Walmart, GameStop. They made it right. That wasn't their official policy. They only did it to the PlayStation fans. They're like, Nintendo, we cool with y'all, bro. But that was crazy during the PS5. Like, online, they had crazy. Like, you had to spend like $800, $900 to get a PS5 with them bundles they had. So, I thought that was interesting. Thought that was crazy. But we good, bro. All right. Every chance we get. Hold on. Let me put up a trailer. Let me put up this trailer real quick. Put up this trailer up. One of the games that I have pre-orders. Let's talk about this, bro. Real quick. Yakuza. Hold on. I gotta mention something about this game, bro. Shout out to first Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. One of the games I'm getting at launch. It's gonna be running. Hold on, get some water. 4K, 60 frames per second, being reported based on people who were there and what they said that Sega actually told them. So we'll see when we actually get the game. 4K, 60 frames per second, and regardless of what we know the resolution is, we know it's gonna be higher. We know that we're getting a better game than the PlayStation 4 version. Every chance we get, because of Digital Foundry compared the Switch 2 to a PlayStation 4, I have to remind y'all that the Switch 2 is a more capable system than a PlayStation 4. Yakuza on the PlayStation 4 is 24 gigabytes of storage. How many gigabytes of storage is Yakuza on the Switch 2? Doubled. 53 gigabytes of storage. That's right, we hyping up storage on this channel. Any advantage we have over PlayStation, we hyping it up, boy. Yakuza, PlayStation 4, only 24 measly gigabytes. Switch 2 version, 53 gigabytes. Why? If you're gonna have higher resolution, enhanced textures, a better game, of course it's gonna be more gigabytes. Now, I wouldn't really be talking about it if like the PlayStation 4 is 24 gigabytes, Switch 2 version was 30 gigabytes. 60 gigabytes, just a slight difference. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes. But almost double, you can use it. Go ahead, Braille, you can use it. Almost double? That lets you know, bro, these games are gonna be twice as good as PlayStation 4 versions. So, but that brings me to another point, and I touched on it briefly yesterday. Bro, the file sizes of these games, especially these third-party games, are gonna be pretty huge on the Switch 2. We're looking at, on average, Ride with Joe, just subscribe. You got in the running for a Switch 2 console giveaway, bruh. We're at 46 likes. 4 people give the stream a thumbs up. Is it 4K 60 ASAP? That's what, according to, I think it was GVG, they said that they were there and Sega told them that it was 4K 60. 4K 60 frames per second. So, better games on the Switch 2. I'm telling you, this is going to be a dope system, bro. I camp out at 5 p.m. on weekends. Hey, Robert Joe, thank you for subscribing. I thought Digital Foundry said 1080p. Digital Foundry continues to be WRONG wrong. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be, but but bro, I think the PlayStation 4 version 1080p, 60 frames, whatever it is. But for this version to be twice as large, it's going to be an enhancement, an improvement over the PlayStation 4 version. Shout out to everybody. We crushed 51 likes. So I just thought this was interesting. But back to my point, bro. Even though the Switch 2 is coming with 256 gigabytes of storage, these game sizes, bro. 256 gigabytes. Let's say a game on average 70 gigabytes. That's like 4 or 5 games. After about 5 games, you're going to need more storage, or you're going to be recycling, deleting games. Gamers Twilight it's going down June 5th. Ready for that Prime 4 later this year. Hoping for Twilight Princess remake. I need everybody in the chat to show Gamers Twilight some love. Type Gamers with a Z in the chat. He did it live through Streamlabs. Appreciate it, bro. He said he is hype for Metroid Prime 4. So, y'all don't blame me. Y'all blame Gamers. All right. All right, bro. And this is the Switch 1 version, bro. Let's see if we can get Switch 2 trailer up. Hold on. Switch 2, bro. Let's get the Switch 2, because, bro, that's Switch 2 trailer. Switch 2 trailer from the Nintendo Direct. Let's see if they hit me with the commercial. Hey, we're going to show some Prime 4. Who is hyped for Prime 4 on that Switch 2? Hey, I did not see 4K 60 coming for this game, bro. Hey, shout out to everybody who typed Gamers. Let me see who typed Gamers, bro. Showed my guys some love. Paid type Gamers. Kiki Gamers. Tony Gamers. Tanuki Gamers. Ride with Joe Gamers. Show my guy Gamers. ASAP Gamers. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the love, Gamers. Bro. Walter Gamers. My guy said he is hyped. It's going down June 5th. Ready for that Prime 4 later this year. Hoping for a Twilight Princess remake. That's interesting. Now, that brings up an interesting point. L, what's up, my guy? Look at that 4K, 120 frames per second in dock mode. We're going to be playing this at 4K 60. In handheld mode, we're going to be playing this at 120 frames per second, which is crazy. Red with the $5 super chat. Just paid off my Switch 2 Mario Kart bundle with only trade credit. That's crazy. Red said he didn't pay not one red, get it? Pun intended. 1 red cent for his Switch 2. That's dope, bro. And that's the thing. GameStop right now has good trade-in deals. And so if, like, say, man, money's tight, I can't get me a Switch 2, but I got a Switch 1. I got some Switch games. You start looking for video game stuff to trade in and get you a Switch 2. You gotta do what you gotta do to get a Switch 2. So, hey, I need the chat to spam red. You gotta do what you gotta do to get a Switch 2. Let's go, red. Hey, let me type Gamers too. I gotta show Gamers some love too. Appreciate the love too, Gamers. Now. Back to Gamers' comment too about a Twilight Princess. Hoping for a Twilight Princess remake. I would take a Twilight Princess remake where they do it from the ground up. Here's the dilemma. GameCube games are now going to be available for the Switch 2 with enhanced resolution. A lot of people forget. The GameCube had Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. So technically, Twilight Princess could come to Nintendo Switch Online through the GameCube app. Red with another $2. Red, let's go, bro. Let's get that new track going before launch. Man, motivation. Motivation. We gotta do it. We gotta get a new track going for y'all, bro. I gotta get a new track, and I'm gonna have it up on the channel just for a limited time. And then on iTunes. Hey, Ant, what did Ant say? Ant, what's up, bro? Sold my PS5. Only paid $150 for the Switch 2. Ant, let's go, bro. Do what you gotta do to get a Switch 2. Let's go. Good stuff, Ant. I don't blame you, bro. If my kids weren't using my PS5, I'd sell them too. Hey, but we live online. GameCube original online, then a remake. That'll be dope. But what online features would they have for it? All right. So, Yakuza. The Switch 2 version, twice as better as the PlayStation 4 version. Confirmed by the amount of gigabyte storage it takes up. That's right. That's Obi-Wan Play's scientific hypothesis of why you should get Yakuza 0 on the Switch 2, not the PS4. Now, really, I'm just comparing because Digital Foundry, they talking that talk, saying the Switch 2, they're going to be comparing games to the PS4 version. So it's going to be fun watching them say how much better the Switch 2 version is of these PS4 ports. All right. Next news item. Like I said, I have no rhyme or reason to the order of my news items today. So the most lit news item could be the very last news item. All right. So y'all got to stay tuned. We're at 62 likes. 8 people give the stream a thumbs up. Let's crush 70 likes right now, my guy. Bruh. I tweeted this out on Twitter. That's right. My Twitter tweets are news items, bro, because I be tweeting, bro. I still call it Twitter, X. So if you say you be tweeting, is it you be Xing? What is a post on X called? It used to be called a tweet. What is it called now? An X? I just thought about that. Anyways, I just tweeted out on Twitter. How long is this Amazon and Nintendo beef gonna last? Amazon can never be the ops, though. At my door daily like clockwork. But on real talk, how long is Amazon and Nintendo going to beef? I don't even know what started the beef. But one thing I do know is Amazon is a major retailer, especially in the online. They're the king of online. But you cannot you cannot pre-order a Switch 2 on Amazon, bro. I tried. I looked it up. I searched Switch 2. It wasn't there, bro. It wasn't there. So, interesting. Now, do I think this will affect Switch 2 sales? Nope. Brainiac with the $2 super chat. Hey, did y'all type Red again when Red did the $2 super chat? Let me show Red and Brain some love. Red. Brainiac. Red and Brainiac. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this, man. Red too. Speaking of that, hey, you think, and either way, if we can't do it, it's fine. Whenever y'all want to think we could do the OGC cast, we can make it happen. Sunday too. Sunday night would be a good night if we can do it. Tomorrow night, but if we can't, it's all good. All right. So, Amazon and Nintendo's beefing. Do I think it's going to affect the Switch 2 sales? Not really. Would it be better if Amazon was also selling the product because they're the largest online retailer? Of course, that'll be more exposure for Nintendo, but anyone who wants a Switch 2 is going to get it. I'm hoping that at least by definitely once the console launches, it's going to be on Amazon because separate companies will buy it and resell it on Amazon. So by holiday season, we're going to be good. It's just for the whole pre-order situation. Hi, everyone. You are the king. What's up, Adiasio? Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. But nothing, and I mean nothing, can stop the Switch 2 hype train. We gotta address this issue. Really not an issue. But can we, internet, stop trying to compare the Switch 2 to the Wii U? Let me show the Wii U some more, bro. Hey, Wii U is a lit console, bro. I don't care what. Wii U trailer. I like my Wii U, bro. Those were the days of real Nintendo fans. The real ones had the Wii U, bro. Wii U had some late games, bro. Pikmin 3, Super Mario 3D World, Nintendo Land. They stop lying, Broken. You didn't like anything Nintendo, Broken. You still don't. That's why you're gonna watch us play our Switch 2s. Hey, but Wii U was fire, bro. We had Splatoon. I should put on the golf glove, like a power glove. Splatoon? We got Splatoon because of the Wii U, man. I might do one match of Splatoon live. Let's do one match of Splatoon live on stream at the end of the stream. My daughter has my Pro Controller. But can we stop comparing the Wii U launch to the Switch 2 launch? People just, and it's really Nintendo haters on X doing it. This is what I posted. I better not see anyone on my timeline trying to compare the Wii U launch to the Switch 2 because the Wii U sold out at launch. People saying, y'all getting hype because the Switch 2 is selling out, selling good. Remember, where's my gift? Making fun of these guys. Remember, the Wii U also sold out at launch. We know how that turned out. Bruh. The Wii U sold, I think, 400,000 globally. Its first launch a week or something like that. Japan has, Japan alone, the interest is 2.2 million. Bloomberg is projecting Drip God with the $2 super chat. Bro, Twilight to look like that tech demo from 2020, bro. We got to pull that up. Bro. And not even Twilight. The next Zelda game. Wii U Zelda tech demo. Bro, that looked crazy. And right now, the power of the Wii U. I mean, the power, not of the Wii U. Bro, but that's crazy. Check this out. They were saying that this was running in-engine on the Wii U. Do I think the Wii U was capable of this? No. Not at like 60 frames per second. Bruh. The Switch 2 could have a Zelda game that looks just like this, bro. With no compromises. No cap. I can't wait to see what, because you know every major Nintendo console had a Zelda. Did the Wii U have a Zelda game? Did the Wii U have a Zelda game? I'm just drawing a blank. All right, I'm almost certain we did. Was it Twilight Princess? It was Twilight Princess, was it? No, we had No, GameCube. GameCube and Wii was Twilight Princess. Wii and Wii was Skyward Sword. Oh, we had Breath of the Wild. Yeah, Breath of the Wild came in at the end. Yeah. Breath of the Wild. Yeah, Breath of the Wild was really the Wii U Zelda game. Even though it came out on the Switch and most people came out on the Switch too, it was based off of the Wii U's architecture engine. So that's a Wii U game. Bro. Just the fact that you need it, or you're just putting it up. All right. Just the fact that Nintendo still has these graphical assets for this tech demo. They need to put this to use, bro. And come out with a Zelda game with this graphical fidelity. How crazy would that? Hyrule Warriors don't really count. That's a mainline Zelda game. That would be insane, bro. Insane. But back to my Wii U Switch 2 comparisons. Bro, the Wii U sold 13 million lifetime. Lifetime. Switch 2 is on pace to have half of those sales in one day. 6.5 million. Around 6 million to 7 million just on launch. What are we even talking about? What are we even talking about? Wind Waker HD, Twilight HD, and Breath of the Wild? Oh yeah, we did get those HD. Hey, shout out to Nintendo. Nintendo sent me the free Link Amiibo. I gave that to somebody. I gave it away to a sponsor, I think. So, there's no comparison right now. The Switch has way more demand and way more supply. Because at the end of the day, the Switch 2 might not even sell out at launch. And that's fine. Because if Nintendo has made so many consoles to where it sells over 6 million launch day, who cares if it sells out or not? That's just a testament to how prepared Nintendo was. And let's stop blaming Nintendo for the pre-order disaster. I've seen videos of people mad that Nintendo messed up the pre-orders. Nintendo didn't mess anything up. These retailers buy it from Nintendo. Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop. After they buy it from Nintendo, it's their product. And it's on them to set up their online stores. Each one had different methods of pre-ordering it. Now, come May 8th, and Nintendo's website is crashing. You pre-order it and you get a pre-order confirmation from Nintendo's website in May. And then 5 minutes later, you get your pre-order was canceled. That's when you can blame Nintendo. But everything that happened during this pre-order, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, that's not Nintendo's fault. That's the retailer's fault. That's their websites crashing. That's their servers. That's their pre-order process. They just bought the system from Nintendo. So we can't blame Nintendo for what happened with the pre-order. The demand was high, but that's on them. Gamers with another $5 direct live stream donation. Obi-Wan Plays is the man. We are definitely in the best gaming channel. Great times ahead. Bruh, y'all need to type gamers in the chat for that goated comment. Y'all heard him. Y'all are tuning in to the best, not just Nintendo channel, the best channel ever in YouTubedom. So, Wii U Switch, no comparisons, bro. We need to stop it. We need to stop it. Yeah, this generation, the Switch was a solid generation. Nintendo pumped out those exclusives consistently throughout the entire generation of the Switch. And I called it too. I said, this hybrid design is the best route Nintendo could have gone. Why? Because They don't have to divide their development studios. Their development studios are all combined, focused on just one epic hardware. Yeah, this console generation could be the greatest Nintendo generation ever. We're already, because here's my thing. Shout out to everyone who gave the stream a thumbs up. We're at 78 likes. I need 12 people. Let's get it to 90 likes. 12 people. Bro. Just objectively speaking, this isn't even subjective opinion. The software lineup right now, as it speaks, comparing the Switch 2 to the Switch 1, Switch 2 is running circles around them right now. Even just first-party games, I still give the first year to the Switch. To the Switch 2. Switch 2. And I already did a comparison video, so no, well, I could rehash it just briefly. Mario Kart World is an all-new Mario Kart game during the launch year. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch 1 was a port. Zelda Breath of the Wild was a launch title, a cross-gen game. Metroid Prime 4 cross-gen game. Those cancel out. Mario Odyssey, we got Donkey Kong Bonanza. We got our big 3D platformer. Donkey Kong Bonanza looks amazing. We got a whole bunch of other games. First party games. We're gonna get Pokemon this year, bro. I feel like I'm missing one more big first party game. But on the first party front, they are almost even, but the Switch 2, in my opinion, still edges it out. Now, third party support. Not even close. The amount of third party support the Switch 2 is getting runs circles around what happened the first year of the Switch. Because people were still hesitant because of what happened with the Wii U not supporting Nintendo. So it took third parties a while to get around to support the Switch. Johnny, what's up, bro? Hey, Johnny, Animal Crossing come out on the Switch 2. Figure out how to hook me up again, bro. This time I'm not going to delete my... I didn't delete it. Yeah, I did delete it, but by accident. Delete my save data. But third-party support on the Switch 2, way better. Madden this time. Cyberpunk. And this game is looking real good, bro. When the Switch 2 launch day, we're going to be playing. The first game we're playing is Mario Kart World. You already know that. We're going to be playing Mario Kart World. The second game we play will be this bad boy right here. Cyberpunk. Y'all going to get my raw initial thoughts, impressions. We up big. Now you playing with superpower gamer Gavin. Nintendo power. All right. So, Wii U Switch comparisons. Stop it. Stop it. It's not even close. Now, let's keep the controversy going. My thoughts, my opinions. This is what I just said. I feel like the big controversy right now, key cards, game key cards. And I get it, if you're a physical dude, you want your physical games on your disc. I really still don't get your frustration. But, okay, I say I get it, just to say it. We are going to an all-digital future, ladies and gentlemen. It's inevitable. It's coming. Whether we like it or not, we are about to be into an all-digital future. Bro, there was a time I just want Nintendo games in 4K 60. We're getting it Metroid Prime. That Mario Kart is looking good. And here's my thing, Johnny. If we get them at 1440p 60, they're still going to look real good. I see a huge difference from 1080p to 1440p. That's 2K instead of 4K. 2K resolution looks crazy good. So I think Mario Kart World is 1440p 60 frames per second from the last time I heard, which is still gonna look great. And here's my thing. I know some may disagree with this, but I'm fine with this. Cyberpunk is setting a benchmark for the Switch 2. Because that is one of the most graphically intense games this generation. Even the PS5 was struggling to run it. Cyberpunk is 1080p 40 frames. Y'all gotta understand, with the 120 frames refresh capability of the Switch, 40 frames is gonna look real smooth. It's gonna look smooth. If we get super graphically intense games at 1080p 40 frames, we're gonna be cooking. Now, not games that need 60 frames. I'm not talking about games like Street Fighter. Street Fighter is 60 frames per second. And let me even take that back, because let me even stop. Because Street Fighter looks amazing, and that's running at 60 frames, I think at least 1080p. So let me not even say the 40p, because Street Fighter looks amazing at 60 frames per second. Fighting, sport, and shooting games have to run at 60 frames. So Street Fighter, I imagine that's going to be 60 frames per second. Madden, NBA 2K, 60 frames per second. Call of Duty, 60 frames per second. So it'll just be select titles, but runs at 25. What are you talking about? 40. Carboxlated. You need to get off of Twitter, bro. You're listening to too much Twitter. The game is running at 40 frames. CD Projekt Red confirmed the game is running at 40 frames per second on the Switch, bro. WWE 60 frames. I've never been a huge WWE fan. I am gonna pick that up on the Switch too. When does WWE annually release? What month does WWE annually release? I'm gonna pick that up, bro. I'm gonna support these third-party developers, bro, so we can keep getting the games. Curtis Dragon say best channel ever. Let's go, bro. We're almost at 100 likes. That's crazy. I need 16 people. Dylan with the $7 Canadian. And this is his comment. All I know is I still have my GameCube and memory cards, and they can never take my games away. I own them. They accessing Mario Kart World in 20 years. Good luck. Oh, he might be saying try accessing Mario Kart World in 10 years. Good luck. I'm gonna be good. If Nintendo keeps their account system, notice we're getting all the games from the Switch one. Like your gaming library will stay with you for the most, and I do get it. They can take it away at any time. But in 20 years, we're gonna be playing Mario Kart Universe. We're gonna be driving to different galaxies. How crazy would this be? Rainbow Road connects us to different planets, bro. We're gonna be playing at 380 frames per second. So fast, your eyes are not gonna be able to keep up. But I need the chat to spam Dylon for the super chat. Type Dylon. He said end of the world. My dude said we ain't gonna be here in 20 years. Dylon. Nah, bro, we still gotta be here. We gotta be gaming. We gotta be having a great time still. Bro, Dylon, just because you mentioned GameCube, bro. Hold on, let me get my GameCube. Dylon. What you know about this, boy? I noticed I never held my GameCube like this. Like, Nintendo was so quirky. Like, what was the point of having this handle, bro? They really thought people were gonna walk around with their GameCubes in their hands? Did anyone ever do that? Like, that's so crazy, bro. Nintendo just weird to be weird sometimes. But hey, bro, this system was so good, man. So many memories with this system. Every Nintendo console goated. And this system was more powerful than the PlayStation 2. This is when Nintendo was going for, this was the last time. Now, in the Switch 2 era, Nintendo's going back for power. Because they're hyping up 4K 60 frames, 120 frames. They included that in their Nintendo Direct. I thought Nintendo was just going to focus on games. Okay, I'm streaming. Look at this. The lunchbox. The lunchbox. Hold on. This was great. All right. So, look at all these functionalities and features. The GameCube had stuff that we never used, bro. What is this? What is this port? What is this port at the bottom of the GameCube, bro? GameCube just had weird stuff, man. What is this? What does this do? All right. But shout out to Dylan. All right. This is what I tweeted out. Feels like the Switch 2 model will have the next Switch 2 model will have a cheaper all digital model. PlayStation and Xbox have already gone the all digital console route. You gotta buy a disc drive add-on to play physical games on the PlayStation platform now. This is what we forget. PlayStation is all digital right now. Yes, you can still get physical games, but they only sell digital consoles. If you want to buy physical games, you got to buy an add-on, a separate disc drive for additional $50. This is why I say the next Switch 2 is going to have a cheaper all digital model where I don't know how much it costs to add the whole cartridge component and that technology, but let's say they knock off $25, $50, and it's an all digital version just to condition us. They couldn't do it at launch because everybody, now if they did it at launch, I would have bought an all digital one. I would have bought two, physical and digital. But I think that throughout this course of this generation, we're going to get an all digital version of the Switch 2 model. I almost thought when they did the Switch 2 Lite that it was going to be an all digital version too, of that too. But I think they're going to do that. And they've done it before. Y'all remember the DSi, the Nintendo DSi? That was an all digital DS. So I really think this generation we're going to go not all digital. We're still going to have cartridges. And of all three companies, it's Nintendo fans that buy the most physical games still. We're still the last ones holding the line for physical media. And I'm trying to tell y'all, let it go. Let it go. Get your games from the digital store. So, I really think we're going to go all digital. I just think that's the direction and the future of gaming. Now, let's keep talking about the PlayStation 4 versus the Switch 2. We're gonna be doing this. If Digital Foundry is gonna have that energy, somebody has to counter that energy. Bruh, let's put up Cyberpunk real quick, because I'm hyped for this game now. The fact that they're going all out supporting the Switch. And speaking of physical, the full game of Cyberpunk will be on the cartridge. So a lot of fans are hyping that up. It's going to be 61 gigabytes, bro. 61 gigabytes. That's a good chunk. That's almost 25% of your storage in your Switch 2, 256, 60. Do the math. 6 times 4 is 24. All right, 240. All right. But shout out to CD Projekt Red that the entire game will be on the actual cartridge. And at the end of the day, I really don't care because I'm all digital anyway. But just to remind y'all that the Switch 2 is more powerful. The Switch 2 is going to be compared this generation more so to an Xbox Series S than a PlayStation 4 as far as gaming output, the quality of the games. Watch. There are areas in the Switch 2 version of Cyberpunk not, I repeat, not included in the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions because the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One were not powerful enough to run these sections on the map. And it's funny how Digital Foundry, when they were doing their analysis, they were like, they saw some frame hiccups while they were playing the game during their in-person, I think it was Nintendo's B footage or something. But they also said, this is a version of the game that is the most graphically intense with so many things going on in the map, the background at the same time. And Digital Foundry said they were surprised that CD Projekt Red chose this area of the map to showcase the Switch 2 version of the game. Why? Because they were reminding y'all, letting y'all know, in the most intense part of the game, the Switch 2 could still handle it. And the PS4 version doesn't even have that section of the game in the game because the PS4 would have done this. It would have blown up if we would have tried to run it, but the Switch 2 could handle it. Gamer says that Stadia ran it good in the crowd. RIP Stadia. Google gang. Bro, that lasted for what, 2 days? How long did Stadia last before they canceled it, bro? I could sniff stuff out, bro. I was trying to tell y'all, bro, this is not a good idea. Do not waste your money on Google Stadia. Did y'all get refunds? Did they refund y'all? I be trying to warn y'all, bro. I know this stuff. So, shout out to Cyberpunk. We already got it pre-ordered. We pre-ordered Cyberpunk, Yakuza, Mario Kart's coming. We pre-ordered Madden, even though that was on launch. We pre-ordered Dragon Drive. Bro, my son Joshua's hyped for Dragon Drive. So even though like for us, we're like, I'm gonna play for a little bit. But my son Joshua in the car, granted he's at 9, but he was like, man, I can't wait to play that Dragon Drive game. And he'll try to hype up his brother Samuel, who's 12. Samuel wasn't feeling that. Samuel was like, bro. But Joshua's hyped for Dragon Drive, bro. Hey, we're going to be playing that Dragon Drive. I pre-ordered Dragon Drive. Nintendo Welcome Tour. We're going to stream Nintendo Welcome Tour. We're going to guess how many frames that soccer ball is flying across the screen. What else did I pre-order? We pre-ordered a couple games. It's going to be lit, bro. Cyberpunk. We're going to be lit, bro. Donkey Kong Bonanza. We got that pre-ordered. And I like how Nintendo is allowing you to pre-order Switch 2 games even though you don't have the system yet. And they said as soon as you link your Nintendo account to your Switch 2, the games will automatically start downloading. This is a good sign for third-party midnight launches on the Switch 2. It seems like Nintendo is stepping up things for the Switch 2. One of my biggest pet NBA 2K, I'm coming for you guys. Hey, chat, man, we're going to be on that 2K. Hey, we're at 95 likes. 5 people give the stream a thumbs up. Let's crush 100 likes right now. Let's do it, man. Bro, one of my pet peeves on the Switch was pre-ordering a third-party game. And on PlayStation, on Xbox, they launching at midnight. On the Switch, they launching 11 a.m. the next day. I'm like, what? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Shout out to Drip God for the $2 super chat. I hope EA don't crap us with Madden. Nah. I think they mentioned it's gonna have few console parity. Yeah, they've already said it. They've already said that it's gonna have console parity. So we're getting the PlayStation 5, Xbox X version of the game because there's no last gen version of Madden this year. I thought I saw that there's only next gen versions of Madden being released. They're not making 2 versions of the game anymore. So we good, bro. We're gonna be good. Obi-Wan, where is the news? What's up, bro? I got the news. I got y'all covered. I need everybody to type Drip in the chat. Show my guy Drip some love for the $2 super chat. I hope EA don't mess us up with Madden. Yeah, they're not, though. Hey, we're going to have a Madden prize league. And I'm already calling dibs because of what just happened with it. Even though I don't like keep up with the NFL and sports, yada, yada, yada. I don't. I just be watching like highlights every now and then. But I'm going to be the Cleveland Browns Shador Sanders. That's who I'm going to be, bro. Because they tried him, bro. So we're going to have a Madden prize league for sponsors. Links in the description if you want to get on my Switch 2 friend list, all that fun stuff. Winner of the Super Bowl will get a prize, like an eShop code or something. But, hey, 2K tournament's going to be fire too. We bringing those 2K tournaments back too, bro. It's going to be lit, bro. We're going to turn up. We're going to turn up. Everybody that's typing Drip, let me show y'all some love. Red, Drip. Elsa, Drip. Sarkis, Drip. Tony, Drip. Gamer, Drip. Jamar, Drip. Mario, Drip. John, Drip. Pay, Drip. Hey, Mario, I told Red, if y'all ever want to do an OG cast on a Sunday night, y'all let me know. We can make it happen. We just talk about the Switch, bro. All right. Shout out to Drip. We need some Madden tournaments, too. Hey, it's going to be lit, bro. Madden is going to be lit on the Switch, too. Let's go. We're going to turn off crossplay. I tweeted that out on Twitter. X, whatever y'all want to call it. I said one of the first things I'm doing when I get my Switch 2, disable crossplay. We're only playing with Nintendo gamers. Sounds like a plan. All right, let's go. Did they see it? What?
Did you buy it?
I thought I did. My wife told me to go to the store and get coconut milk yesterday. I thought I got it, bro. But she's saying that she doesn't think I got it.
I don't see it.
Yeah. All right. All right. So, what was I talking about? Madden. Madden's gonna be lit on Switch. All right, Cyberpunk got errors on the Switch 2 version. PS4 could only wish they could run. Bro, we gotta mention this game, bro, because this is my mindset for the Switch. I'm telling y'all, bro, it's Nintendo or nothing this generation. Expedition 33 trailer. Bro, everything that I'm hearing about this game is epic. Claire Obscure. Expedition 33 officially has launched. PlayStation 4, Xbox. It's a multi-plat game. So, what does that mean? More than likely, very more than likely, a Switch 2 version of this game will be happening. What am I gonna do? I have 2 PS5s. I can get this game right now if I want. But we locked in, bruh. We focused, bruh. We not getting distracted, bro. Don't get distracted. Y'all get the game if y'all want. But I'm gonna get this on the Switch 2, bro. So I can't wait. This is gonna be a dope game. This reminds me. Shout out to everyone who knows about Lost Odyssey on the Xbox 360. Xbox 360 had, even though it wasn't known for a JRPG console, ironically, it had two of my favorite JRPGs that generation. Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon. Even though Blue Dragon, the frame rate was horrible, still a dope game. Bro, the fact that this game is available on the Xbox Series S as we speak, a Switch 2 version is in the works. Mark my words. A Switch 2 version is in the works as we speak. Just because it's on the Xbox Series S. So, this game looks dope. It sold over 500,000 in its first day. And that's pretty good because it's a small development studio. I just like the turn-based, like the perspective. It just reminds me of Lost Odyssey, bro. Lost Odyssey had like 5 discs on my Xbox 360, but it was a dope game. I love the story, love everything about it. But this game, 1,000% gonna be getting this on my Switch 2. So we showing them third-party developers love that support Nintendo. And have they announced anything? Nope. But it's been promoted by Xbox, and Xbox already said we expect to fully support Nintendo, bro. So those Xbox back games, they're gonna be on the Switch 2. They're coming out on PlayStation, bro. They're coming out on Switch 2. So this game looks dope, definitely. And I tweeted out, gonna wait to play this on the Switch 2. Confident a version will be coming to the Switch 2. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have to let y'all know, and I don't even know if it's available right now. Let me look real quick. Let's go to Walmart.com. Let's go to Walmart.com real quick. I'm gonna search. Hold on. Switch 2. Switch 2. Let me see if Switch 2s are still available. A second wave of pre-orders went live today for Switch 2 consoles at Walmart. I don't see it up anymore. Let me see. Nope, it's just saying Switch. Switch 2. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe I'm just the wrong search. Let me go Nintendo Switch 2. Wait. Let me click on this. Nintendo Switch 2. Walmart.com Switch 2. Wait. I see games. You can pre-order the games. That Damon X Machina game, never played it on the Switch. Gonna be playing it on the Switch 2. They got the Hori camera for $60. They got the Amiibo. No console. They don't have the console? Well, earlier today, Walmart did a second wave of pre-orders for this game. Looks good, bro. I tweeted this out. The more I see gameplay of this game, shout out to Game Explain. I was just watching their video of Mario Kart World. The more I see this game, the more I'm like, man, this is a big leap over the last Mario Kart. So super hyped for this game. But Walmart did have a second wave of pre-orders that went live today. As of right now, I don't see any up there. I didn't see any up there, but that's where I did secure a second console for my kids. Because I said I was going to get my second console through the Nintendo Store. I'm still going to get it through the Nintendo Store. If I get it through the Nintendo Store, I'm going to cancel my Walmart pre-order. But I was able to lock in a second. And here's what happened. When I clicked on it, it said it's no longer available. Clicked on it again. No longer available. Clicked on it 3 times, no longer available. Clicked on it 4 times, it said no. Something told me to keep clicking. When I clicked on it the 5th time, it went into my cart. So these pre-orders at these retail stores, they're so glitchy. Was that a blast barrel car? What did I just see? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see something. Bro, look at this right here. Y'all remember the blast barrels from Donkey Kong 64. I mean, Mario Kart 64. Bro, they have carts, and I'm almost certain you ride into the back of this, and it blasts you forward. Look at how much wider these maps are, and they have to be wider because of 24 racers on the track, and it blasts you out. Bro, this game, I'm sure while we're racing, we're gonna be discovering stuff. We're gonna be like, whoa, I didn't know this is here. I can't wait, bro. June 5th can't come close enough. But Walmart had a second wave of pre-orders, and I did cop a second Switch 2 console for the kiddos. So we lit. We're good to go. I'm only getting 2 at launch. I don't need a whole bunch at launch because you already know they're going to have like special editions, all kinds of stuff. So we just got to pace ourselves, bro. To the PS5, it better be on this. Yeah. Hey, Forza's got to be on the Switch 2 too. Forza will be on the Switch 2 as well. So, we good, bro. Bro. So happy together, you and me, and me and you. Does anybody know what video game that song is from? Anybody know? Any takers? Bruh, that was the original Nintendo 64 commercial for Super Smash Brothers. Bowsette knows. ASAP knows. Bro, this commercial was so funny back in the day. It started off with them just... I can't play the whole song, but they're like, we're so happy together. And like, they're just holding hands, skipping, walking through a field of flowers, and they just start fighting each other. We're like, what's going on? Hold on. I thought Yoshi and Mario were cool, bro. The reason why I'm showing this is today marks the original Super Smash Brothers releasing 26. Is Smash Brothers on the 64 Nintendo Switch Online? The original Smash Brothers? We're going to play some Smash Brothers at the end of this stream. We're going to play a round of Super Smash Brothers on the 64 at the end of this stream. Let's do it. In honor of Smash 64. Look at that. They're so happy together. Who started it? Who started the fight? Let's see who started it. Mario! Mario! It was Mario! Mario started it. He tripped Yoshi and Donkey Kong retaliated. Donkey Kong was like, hold on. That's what we on? It was Mario. Bro! Bro! Oh, Bro, I didn't realize how brutal this commercial was. Bro, were they just jumping Yoshi? Look at this, bro. Donkey Kong and Mario. Yoshi is getting the beats. Bro. He is spinning Pikachu by his tail, bro. Bro, this commercial was funny back in the day. It's even funnier now, bro. Hey. If we'll check out the 64 shot. I forget whether or not Smash 64 is on there. If it is, I'm going to run some Smash 64 shout out for 26 years of Super Smash Brothers. Bro, speaking of the Switch 2, you don't see, okay, so scratch it. Maybe it's not on it. All right. We are getting a Smash game on the Switch 2. I think we're a couple years out from it, but we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna get a tease within a year of Super Smash Brothers on the Switch 2. Bro, speaking of tease, apparently Square Enix is teasing something Nier related. You know that game Nier Automata or whatever it's called? Bro, I do. Brick Boy with the $5 super chat. Secured my Switch 2 through Walmart last night. Hype. Let's go, Brick Boy. Hey, somebody show Brick Boy some love. Go ahead, bro. Type enter. Let's show Brick Boy some love. He got his Switch 2 through Walmart. Let's get it, man. Hey, that's good stuff. I'm happy for you, Brick Boy. Really happy, bro. Let's get it. Switch 2 is going to be lit, man. It's going to be a dope system. We on top. We on top. Fire. All right. And this is from Platinum Games. So, you know Platinum shows Nintendo love. So, this tease comes for a cryptic in-text hint along with the source scores. Could they be planning to revamp and rework the probably a mobile game, whatever? But look, Square Enix is teasing something near related. The more, the merrier. Another great third-party game would be dope. Let's go, bro. This is a big rumor, and I need somebody to help me in this gym in Pokemon. Not really so much to help me in the gym. There's one section. Well, I figured it out before, but now I can't figure it out. You got to push the sliding doors in the dojo to get to the gym leader. And I can't get it. That's what I might do. I might play that one section in Pokemon next. We'll do a short gameplay section at the end of the stream. But Pokemon, this is a big rumor, bro. Pokemon Gen 10, codename Gaia, is set to take place in the Greek islands. This is coming from Central Leaks. Get ready for an oceanic adventure. It's true. We can confirm that Pokemon Gen 10, codename Gaia, will take place in the Cyclades. The game is planned for release next year, exclusively on the Switch 2. If y'all thought the Switch 2 sales were going to be crazy this year, get down. No, Bria, get down. You can't do that. You can't do that. Wait until Gen 10 Pokemon comes exclusively built from the ground up. If it's exclusive, that means it's built from the ground up for the Switch 2. This is big news, huge news. Gen 10 Pokemon is going to be exclusive to the Switch 2. Is crazy. Let me tweet this out. Let me tweet this out on Twitter real quick, bruh. We gotta have that breaking news, bro. Let me get a Pokemon gift. Let me get a hold on. Pikachu! Let's go a Pikachu image. Alright, let's go. Let's do this one. No, that one. No, let's do this one. Alright, let's go. Save image as desktop 1. Alright. All right, here we go. We're going to tweet this out live. We tweeting this out. Where's the picture? I cannot show media. Desktop. There it is. Stop, Braille. You move my hand. I'm trying to use the mouse. Let's go. Gen 10 Pokemon leaked as a Switch 2 exclusive next year. Is going to be crazy. Y'all getting the live tweets. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter. X. Crazy. Themed in Greek islands. Let's go. Post. Let's go. We posting that out. That's going to be crazy, bruh. That's gonna be insane. All right, bro. There is something. Many physical Switch 2 games don't contain the game at all. We talked about that, bro. We could do the Nintendo thing, bro. This is what I want to start ending the streams with. Let's go to the Nintendo Today app. The Nintendo Today app, low key, be going crazy, bruh. Hold on. I'm gonna put it up on my thing. Hold on, stop, bro. Let's go to the Nintendo Today app. And let's see what's on the Nintendo Today app for today. There'd be some like exclusive. At first I thought it was like it's a little pointless. But after I like checked it out, there's some good stuff. All right. Let me search. Hold on. Let me put it Nintendo Today. All right. Let me pull up my phone. All right. Let me go. Window. Where's the window? Close that. Oh, it didn't show up? It is not registering? What happened? Why isn't it registering? My Elgato. It's not pulling it up. Oh, man. Hold on, let me see something. Maybe it needs to register. Hold on. We're gonna pull up the Nintendo Today app. Bro, go. Hold on, I gotta see something. Yo, what's up, JTV? What's up, bro? All right. I know I tested it out before, so it should pop up now. Okay, we lit. Now, you registered. Please tell me it's gonna work. Come on. My Nintendo, my app isn't working. I wonder why it's not registering right now. Let me try something. Does it need to have power? Does this need power in it? I don't think it does. Let me see something. Huh. Oh, well, rep. All right, we tried. We tried, bro. Accessory downloaded. Downloading accessory firmware. Your accessory will not function until the download completes. That's interesting. Let me see. Where can I see the download of the accessory firmware? That's crazy, bro. I've never seen that before. All right, hey, we try. Oh, it's ready. Let's go. We lit, boy. All right, there's the Nintendo Today app. Today. Let's see what's on there today. 3D view of the Joy-Con grip. Let's click on it. I'm telling you some dope stuff. Yesterday, bro, they had the HDMI, the high-speed HDMI cable. Oh, and you can touch it. As I touch it, it rotates. Now, this is one accessory. I debated for a minute if I was going to get it, the Joy-Con charging grip. But I ended up not getting it because my Joy-Cons never died, bro. Like, I never needed... So, because the Switch 2 is going to come with a Joy-Con grip. It's not going to come with one that can charge your Joy-Cons, but it's going to come with the grip. Although this one does have the paddles, the buttons on the back, the GL and GR buttons, just like the Pro controller. So, that might be a reason. Let me see what it says. Tap back onto reset. How much is it? Does it say how much it costs? Hey, somebody let me know, how much does the Joy-Con 2 charge grip cost? So that's dope. They got Birdo, Mario Kart World. Let me... Oh, and it posts images. Let me see if I go this way, will it go full screen? How do I get it full screen, bro? These images be lit, bro. Images of Birdo. They're highlighting Birdo in Mario Kart. What is next? Ooh, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Oh, it just lets you know what's next. I saw this. Look at the different faces. This is exclusive to the Nintendo app. Bro, if this is in-game, that looked crazy. $40? That's tough. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Like, just because it's sometimes, even though you could spend it, doesn't mean you have to. Bro, look at how good this, and this is in-game. It looks like it. Hey, I like the new Donkey Kong art style, bro. 2 Pro control of the camera and Cyberpunk. Good stuff, Jeremy. I am really liking the new art style, bro. Fire Emblem, nah, we're good on that. Let me see what else. The Joy-Con wheel. I almost want to get this primarily for like Brielle. Like when she's playing Mario Kart, she could just put the Joy-Con in and just race like a real wheel. So that's pretty dope. Joy-Con 2 racing wheel. I'm so tempted to get it. All right, no. All right, let's keep going. We got that. We did the Fire Emblem. Loading the comparisons. All right, they're comparing more comparisons. Is this new? How do I go? Oh, you could go full screen. There we go. This is comparing Zelda Switch 2 to... Oh, the load times. Check out how much... Joshua, you're in the way. Check out how much quicker the Switch 2 version loads than the Switch 1. Look at that, bro. Quick. Almost like an SSD solid state drive. That's why Nintendo announced the Switch 2 is only compatible with micro SD express cards. So if you're going to, if you have a current micro SD card, it's not going to work on the Switch 2. We got more screenshots, bro. This is Waluigi. Bro, I think that one theater stage is so dope.
Yeah, it's called Blue Cinema.
Where you actually go through the cinema. Bro.
Whoa.
I'm hyped for this game too, man. That DLC for Kirby. No, this is new. This is a new item.
No, you already had that transformation. That you're just using it different.
I already had the transformation, just using it in a different way.
Yeah,
okay.
and it's like a different item.
Okay, see, Joshua knows this stuff, bro. Bro, this looks dope. Hey, Kirby 60 frames per second. Definitely already have this. This is another game I have pre-ordered Kirby. We did pre-order Kirby. Bro, the Nintendo Today app is pretty cool. All right, so that's all of the that's everything for today. What is news? Oh, you could go back. You can go back to different news for different days. That's dope. That's dope. All right, but we'll try to just check that out periodically. Good stuff. The Nintendo app. I don't know what I did to get it to work. Oh, it just had to do a firmware update. So the Nintendo app, that's cool. It's cool. I'm glad Nintendo has it. Just something different, something quirky. All right, y'all. This is where we're gonna stop today's stream. This game don't contain the game at all. I don't see what's the issue with the game key cards, because here's my thing. Even as physical collectors, bro. Oh, I see. Like, you still have to be online to play the game. But here's my thing. You still could trade in your game if you're done with the game. So I do get it. Hey, Pay, appreciate you coming through. All right, y'all. This is where we're going to end it. One day, we're just going to go through the Nintendo website and gush over the Switch 2, bro. Oh. All right. What do you guys think about everything we No, Super Smash Brothers wasn't on the Switch Online. I thought it was, but it's not. All right, we're gonna be heading out.
Mario 64 was on?
We'll see y'all. Yeah, I know that. We'll see y'all tomorrow, though, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. What do y'all think about everything we talked about? Sound off in the comment section below. I wanna know. But before you go, bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. We up. Peace. Cyberpunk. Day 1. Switch 2. Let's go. We lit. Nintendo on top. We out.
Oh, we have our camera! Reggie Pizza Man!
Obi-Wan plays.
Yes, right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.